Well, I had 2 weeks vacation coming, so I thought I'd drive down to Florida, spend some time with an old friend, date a few girls, make a few parties, and just kind of live it up again. So I packed my car and called my mom in Tennessee. I told her what I planned to do. She said, "Son, are you coming by?" I said, "Well, Mom, I'm really pushed for time, but I'll see you in a week or two." And as I was driving through this little town in Georgia, I remembered today's Mama's birthday. Well, I thought I'd just stop and wire some flowers. Shouldn't take long, then I'd be on my way. So as I walked in the flower shop, and the first thing I saw was this little boy with his eyes full of tears. I said, "What's wrong, son?" He says, "Mama loves roses, and today's her birthday, and I hadn't seen her in almost a year." He says, "I live with Grandma now, but I promised Mom some roses, because I talk to her all the time. I wanted to give her 5 because that's how old I am, but the lady says I couldn't get them with just a dime." Well, the little fella story kind of touched my heart. So I told the lady to give him what he wanted and charge him to me. And then I told her I needed to wire a dozen to my mama up in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. I looked around, the little boy was gone. But then all of a sudden the door flew open again and he came running back in. "Hey, mister, I forgot to thank you for the roses." He smiled, shook my hand, and then ran out again. Well, I started out of town, and I was feeling real proud of myself and thinking of my mama and really caring. Then I looked out the window and I saw that same little boy kneeling by a grave in an old cemetery. I stopped and walked over where the little boy was kneeling. He looked up and smiled, and he said, "This is where my mama stays now. She says she really wants to thank you for the roses." Well, then that's just when I had to walk away again. I drove straight back to that flower shop, and I asked the lady, "Have you sent those flowers to Tennessee yet?" She said, "No, not yet." I said, "Well, never mind. I'll just take them back with me. Roses for Mama, today's her birthday. Roses for Mama, today's her birthday."